and today I'd like to bring you a quick review of Mort. Yes, I think I already filmed this once. I don't know what happened to the footage. I actually believed that I had uploaded it to the channel already and I'd spoken about the review like it had been up on the channel already, but when I checked the channel there was no review there. So I'm going to have to try and reach back several months and talk a little bit about Mort, and apologies to Terry Pratchett fans out there. I'm so sorry, my thoughts are going to be a little bit removed now because I've read a couple of dozen books since I read this. But yeah, Mort is the first of the Death books in the Discworld. So Discworld, 41 books, there's multiple sub-series in there. Now, I hadn't touched Terry Pratchett since I was a teenager. I had a friend that really liked Terry Pratchett, and I think I read part of his Light Fantastic in the day. I didn't really get it. I was a teenager and I wasn't really interested in books. But I thought I would jump back in. I've heard, you should start with the Witches, start with the Guards books, start with the Death books. I already had this book, so I started with Mort. And I think what Terry Pratchett does is he's really good at delivering that kind of colloquial style where it's like he's in the room with you and he's giving you a wink and a nudge and he's showing you what is funny about these characters and the world of this world as a large. It's kind of its own character. And Mort as a character was great. He bless him. He just wants people to remember who he is. He just wants to be worthwhile. He's forever trying to get people to use his name instead of just calling him boy, or they're pointing at him and grunting at him. And you got a feel for Mort. And Death as a character, I feel like it's just he's kind of awakening to his human side, or he's trying to find a human side to life and trying to enjoy things outside of his work. And what Pratchett does exceptionally well is obviously the humour, but he captures a little bit of British life, I find, and the little things that we love over here. He really wants to just go out for a pint and a Ruby Murray and a curry, and he's a great kind of English gent in a way. And I find if you ever want to know how we feel and how we think over here, I think Terry Pratchett is a great insight into that. And I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It was nothing heavy. It didn't ask much of me as a reader. It was quite a quick and light read, and quite a humorous one as well. He's a great wordsmith, Terry Pratchett, and I think that's where this book shines. It's not going to blow you out of the water. It's probably not going to make your book of the year, but I think it's going to be an entertaining part of anyone's TBR. And I'd actually give this a 4 out of 5.